What do you like about what Lucozade is doing?
Great storytelling. It's using radio in the best way possible. They take your mind on a journey, and it's actually delightful. You feel that once you've listened to it, you haven't just given up your time to it. It's given you some reward, and I think that's why Lucozade really just stands out. Every time you listen to it, there's a bit of a chuckle. It's really rewarding advertising, and so I think you warm to the brand. It's lovely.
Now, how is South Africa comparing with what ad agencies are doing overseas?
I guess we always have to ask those type of questions. I think from a digital perspective, we're slowly getting better, but we know we're near the international standards. I think we get into also a more comfortable area of Africanness and what our own type of style of advertising is. So I think that's coming through a bit. And I think that came through in some of the other sort of Land Rover ads that we've done. But I think there is a South African sense and style that we're more comfortable with. But I think the innovation that we're always quite good at in previous years, we just have been a bit slow at the moment.
Can you give us an example of what that Africanness or South African style encapsulates?
I guess it's where you don't take yourself that seriously, that you you really get a feeling that it's part of the textures of the country. Hard to actually give you an example right now, but the guys who've always done it so well are Nando's. I guess we're just more comfortable in the type of humor that we're progressing out there. Yeah.
I want to talk about platforms now. What are some platforms that advertisers in South Africa aren't really using that you think they should be using more of?
Well, I guess everyone's experimenting in different areas, and there are a number of platforms that I think some people have been utilizing quite well. And if you have a look at Cape Town Tourism, I think the content they're putting out there is just fantastic. So I think some brands are doing really, really good work because you don't feel like it's being paid for, you feel like you're getting involved, and you spend time with it. So I would say Cape Town Tourism has done some amazing, amazing work out there. We're trying to do a little bit of work around Skip, which is utilizing bloggers, and then also getting people to events so they can go and experiment, see what you've been experimenting in. So everyone's trying different things, and some things get traction, others don't necessarily. But I think we're getting more comfortable in a lot of those. That's why I really think Cape Town Tourism is a strong contender.
Now, you spoke about using bloggers and working around events. In your opinion, does the client understand the value behind using bloggers and doing these experiential events?
I guess it's one of those questions of always yes and no. Often they might not initially really understand why they're doing that, but the more they get into it and once they've gone through it a couple of times, I think they really see the value of it. And they see consumers interacting with the events, asking questions that they necessarily didn't think were issues for the client, for the customer. So they learn a lot from that. It's like having a little bit of live research happening while you're doing something. And you can then feed it into the next stage. So I think clients really, once they've gone through it, find them very rewarding and can be very positive towards the brand.
Do you have to have a big budget to put on an event that's going to be rewarding to your consumer?
No, not at all. I think that's often what you do is you try and experiment a little bit. So you can take on a blogger, see how it goes, and then if you're getting traction, you can amplify it. And then when you're actually doing eventing, you can again start on quite a small basis and then see if you want to actually take it to other centers and then really push it forward. So it's one of the things you can actually, if something's developing, then you can take it further.